Hello, it me. Hello. Do you guys know that Vine where the guy's like, congratulations, 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 and he says it like a million times? Sometimes I feel like I do that, except I go, hello. So I've seen this comment a couple times on some of my YouTube videos, also on some of my like Instagram pictures, just kind of saying, help, I have dandruff. Make a video on dandruff. I'm growing out my hair and I need help with dandruff. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll make a video on it since you asked so calmly. Also, some people have mentioned that I have a lot of like flyaways with this new haircut. It's part of the hairstyle, stop judging me. Anyways, so dandruff, if you don't know what it is, it's basically when there's like an overproduction of a specific fungus on your scalp. It sounds gross, and I don't know the exact name of the fungus. I mean, I'm not a science channel. Basically, everyone has this fungus on their scalp, but when there's an overproduction of it, that's when the like fungus starts eating like the oils and like the sweat that's on your head, and it causes itchiness and redness and flakiness and dandruff, pretty much. This happened to me specifically, and I have noticed that some people who went from very short hair to like longer hair did start to develop dandruff. Like, they didn't have it before, but then when they grew their hair out, maybe like their, I don't know, like washing hairstyle changed or something, and then they started getting dandruff. I don't know, it's just something that I noticed. It might have no correlation at all, but that's just something I noticed with myself. So 안녕 하세요 guys, I'm going to be teaching you a couple things that I like to do personally to kind of address the root of the problem. The root of the problem. Haha. Okay, that's enough fun for today. Time to get serious. Okay, so back in the day, I'd say in like the early 2000s, maybe late 2000s, people used to think that never washing your hair was the best thing that you could do for your hair. They'd be like, oh my god, you just like never wash your hair and the oils will like self-adjust. And I'm like, girl, that's wrong, y'all are wrong. But at the same time, I'm like, bitch, I thought that too. So washing your hair and like your scalp specifically is actually good for like healthy hair growth and also like preventing dandruff. The thing that happens when you do wash your hair is that you're basically kind of exfoliating your scalp and getting rid of all of that dead skin cells, like all of that buildup, also like product buildup that has kind of collected over the time that you haven't washed your hair. Have you ever not washed your hair for a while? It gets gross. Like, this collects stuff like a sponge, really. And product buildup, even if you just use dry shampoo, the dry shampoo is still in your hair, also like in your scalp as well. So it's really important to kind of, you know, wash that out, help your scalp start with like a clean state. Like if you have product like in your scalp and it's just kind of sitting there, it does usually clog up your hair follicles, which can, I don't know, lead to hair loss. Maybe not like that drastic, but like over time, like it's not the best thing you can do for your hair. And the thing is, everyone's head is different. Some people have more like oily hair, so they have to wash maybe every day or maybe every other day, where some people can go like a week without washing and their hair will still be dry. So it's really just finding your own balance and kind of like, I guess, your washing schedule. If you work out a lot, maybe wash your hair a bit more often. Me personally, I usually wash my hair every 2 or 3 days usually. I usually try and wash it every 2 days, but sometimes I get lazy, so 3 days it is sometimes. Another thing you could really do to help kind of stimulate hair growth is like a scalp massage. You can usually do it in the shower, like when you're shampooing your hair, or even before you shower with like maybe some oil as like a pre-treatment. Oils are really good for the scalp. They help like hair growth, also help like nourish like dandruff or like dry scalp, and they're typically usually pretty cheap. Usually argan oil, olive oil, like Moroccan oil. Typically those are pretty cheap if you get like, you know, the generic kind. Also, a lot of people say that if you want like the most like juicy moisturizing thing you can do for your scalp is to leave oil in your hair and your scalp, I guess, overnight, and then just wash it out in the morning, which is something I hate doing, not gonna lie. But I'm the type of person who can't like fall asleep if their hair is like in a bun or a hair tie. So yeah, don't trust everyone's opinion on the internet, because they might probably not be professionals. It kind of pains me to say this, but my hair is actually not as full as it used to be compared to when I was younger. I can definitely tell like some areas of my head where, yeah, there's definitely less hair. So switching up where you part your hair is actually very important. If you tend to part your hair in the same place like every single day, for some reason it can cause that like parting to kind of lose hair faster. I'm not sure why, because you're not like tugging. Actually, you know what? It's because of gravity, because your hair does, you know, have some weight to it. So when it's like down and it's like pulling on your scalp, it does kind of stress it out a little bit. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Tight hairstyles are bad for your scalp as well. Like I said, it just puts unnecessary stress on your hair and your head. So yeah, don't do that so often. So I'm gonna move on to a couple products and like things that I like to use to kind of keep my hair and scalp healthy. Dandruff shampoo is probably one of the most important things you can use for dandruff. The one that I've been using since like I was in the womb is literally Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner. I remember the first shampoo that appeared in my shower was like Head and Shoulders. Actually, that's a lie. It was actually L'Oreal Kids, but all of a sudden it just switched to Head and Shoulders because I wasn't a kid anymore. Okay, wait. I've been using that since I was a kid. But the thing is that I still have dandruff, and that's the only shampoo I use. So like, does it even work? Oh my god, I've been played all these years. No, but honestly, I actually do notice a difference with using that shampoo, especially if I don't use it. My head tends to get like itchier faster, if that makes sense. So when you're looking for a dandruff shampoo, make sure you look for these specific ingredients. Zinc, pyrithione, koale tar, and selenug sulfidi. You know that Vine where that guy's in the grocery store and he's like reading all the stuff? I'm just kidding. I'm just googling these ingredients. Okay, wait, the actual ingredients are zinc, pyrithione, coal tar, and selenium sulfide. Usually dandruff shampoos will have like 1 or 2 of these ingredients. Alright, so these are a couple things that I bought recently, and I'm really excited to try them because I haven't splurged on like more expensive hair care. I usually go for like, I don't know, drugstore or like cheaper. But yeah, this stuff is from the brand Briogeo. Briogeo. I think the name is called Briogeo, to be honest. I've been seeing like their brand on Sephora a lot, and I was always like, hey, I really want to try out like Briogeo or whatever, and I never pronounced it right, but I'm pretty sure the name is called Briogeo, or I might still be butchering the name. But anyways, the first thing I bought is the Briogeo scalp treatment. It's got charcoal in it, which is very detoxifying, tea tree oil, which is antibacterial, and then also witch hazel to really soothe the scalp. This is something that you'd use after you wash your hair, and also like before as like a pre-shampoo treatment. I've only actually used this thing twice so far, but wow, it's worked pretty well. I do notice that it does help, you know, kind of control flakes and also help soothe the scalp. And then my head doesn't get as itchy between washings, which is really nice. I really like how it's in a dropper bottle, so you can really target where you want to put it. Also, the texture is very lightweight, I guess, so it's not like oily or sticky. It pretty much absorbs like water almost. So yeah, I've really been liking that. The other thing that I bought was the exfoliating shampoo. It's got coconut oil and also charcoal as well, so very hydrating, detoxifying. I've also only used this guy twice, and it's okay. I don't know. I feel like I definitely have to use it a little bit more. I find that it is nice to use something that is kind of exfoliating, just to kind of really get rid of all of those flakes in the shower. The way that I like to use it is that I'll do I'll shampoo first with my Head and Shoulders, and then I'll do a second shampoo with the Briogeo exfoliating shampoo. I don't know, I'm not really sold on it yet. Like I said, these are like pricier items. The shampoo was a bit more expensive than the treatment. So yeah, I'm just gonna give the shampoo a couple more tries and see how it goes. So if you want something to really treat like an oily scalp but also like dandruff, apple cider vinegar is like the cheapest thing you could buy. I would actually use this back in the day. I would mix like in a water bottle like just a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar and the rest with water. And the way that you're supposed to do it is that after you wash your hair, you're supposed to take that and just like pour it all over your head and your scalp, and it's supposed to kind of condition your hair. Your hair's a bit smoother, but also it helps to like balance out the scalp. It's like antibacterial, so it is good for like controlling that fungus. The only thing that I really didn't like about the apple cider vinegar was like the smell. I really don't like that sour smell. I'll eat vinegar, but I don't know, apple cider vinegar, not my favorite thing to smell like when I'm in the shower. It reminds me of like really stinky socks that were just like on the ground in high school, just like sweaty, sour like armpits. Ugh, I don't, That's the only con that I have with apple cider vinegar, but yeah, she's okay. We love a vinegar queen. So the last thing that I really like, and also something that I just started using recently, is a humidifier. If you live in climates where it's very dry, very cold, that can kind of like mess up your scalp a bit. It can make you very dry all the time. But the thing is that you don't want to over moisturize the air. It can make like mold, so if you do get a humidifier, don't use it like crazy. But like I said, if you live in those climates where it's like dry, you can get a humidifier just to, yeah, moisten yourself a little bit. So yeah, those are a couple things that I do currently to help not be such an itchy boy all the time, and to, you know, help my hair grow out a bit more healthier. Hopefully you guys learned something new. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If I don't know, if you use Head and Shoulders and you don't know if it's working for you or not. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna get a sponsorship now. You can also follow me on Instagram and stuff. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!